wishing a wonderful Wednesday to you all. It is the day before Thanksgiving. It is time for the Midweek Musings. And tonight, in just 2 hours, we've got a GCW pay-per-view that I'm really, really excited for. Chopper City in the Ghetto. If you want to watch it with me, live tweet it along with me. It is on Fight TV. So if you go to fight.tv in the next hour or so and place that order, you will be able to watch this show. I will not be watching AEW Dynamite or NXT live tonight. I will have AEW on in the background. But as far as NXT goes, I'll just catch up with that maybe sometime tomorrow on the holiday and see what I missed. But whenever GCW has a show on, as you likely know by now, I am in on it. I also will have a review for Chopper City in the Ghetto. Likely won't have it up tomorrow. Maybe we'll have it up by Friday. I don't plan on doing much writing tomorrow. I'll maybe do some writing tonight. Also, we have Uncharted Territory live on Thanksgiving evening. I will definitely be watching and reviewing that. So just, I guess, look for those reviews up this weekend, Friday. Sounds about right. So back to Chopper City in the Ghetto. I'm just kind of putting AEW on in the background tonight while having this on and DVRing NXT. So I don't miss any of that because it looks like it's going to be a good follow-up show with Fallout from Survivor Series. But GCW has taken so much precedence as my journey back into being a fan over the past 6 months that whenever they have a show, that becomes the show to watch. And we're less than 2 weeks away. In fact, it's not this weekend, but the weekend after that I'll be going to Tennessee. I'll be going to Tullahoma next Saturday. And I'll be going to Nashville next Sunday for GCW, my first 2 GCW shows, and I'm really excited about that. So I'll be covering all that action going on and having a really good time while doing so. So, a lot coming up tonight and tomorrow as far as wrestling. It's been a great wrestling week so far. Monday's Raw was a really good show, I thought. I actually stayed up for most of it. Good to see Seth Rollins finally just embracing a heel turn. It's not the kind that I would have done for him. I would have, for one thing, I guess what made him turn a little bit sooner than what they did. But WWE is notoriously late for turning their top guys heel. I guess it's just a thing of theirs, which I understand. But I was glad to see that. So we have the startings, the makings, and the motions of Seth Rollins being the bad guy, which I think is going to be good. Raw was good. I was really, really impressed by the Survivor Series, even if the main event, I think it was kind of divided as far as the reaction to it. I liked what I saw on Sunday. That it wasn't, the same kind of show that I had when I was younger. It's not your 80s and early 90s Survivor Series. They've made it into its own thing with especially now the whole WWE NXT and SmackDown thing, and NXT coming out large like they did on Sunday was good to see. I think it really did well for the show, if not for the whole company, the Survivor Series show, which they needed. They needed something to knock it out of the park. They didn't quite do it with Crown Jewel. So it's good to see that WWE came through in a big way with Survivor Series. Had a great time with that. Things that we've got going on in social media. Now, of course, we had NWA Powerrr last night. And speaking of social media, the reaction to last night's NWA Powerrr was kind of tilted in a negative way. I think a lot of just fans that don't like change or just really like Jim Cornette or for whatever reason they don't want to give the show a chance. And when you have a show going through a transitionary period, a transition like this, where you have Cornette stepping down, NWA didn't fire him. I don't think they were going to. He stepped down. I think they're going to muzzle him a little bit more, which he didn't like, but he left them in that position that they were in yesterday. So with that show, you kind of had them calling that audible and slapping together, recaps, empty arena match here and there. You still had a good show, though. You still had the characters that need to going over. Thunder Rosa had a very good documentary on her. They showed the whole thing in its entirety, and really gets you involved in who she is, her character, and the elements that she brings to her character from her real life. So good piece on Thunder Rosa. And then they even talked with Melina for a while and her return to wrestling, which is interesting in itself because she did talk about her days in WWE and how she sees herself now after all these years. Good stuff. And so, I think a lot of fans were kind of like, I didn't like the magazine format. It's not a permanent thing. This is just something they had in place until they get a replacement for the commentary booth, and they will. There are people out there, like I said, that are so much better and so much brighter than what Cornette is, that you're going to have some fans who walk away because of that, which is silly, because you got a whole promotion there that is full of people willing to work, willing to entertain, and you're willing to walk away just because your favorite commentary guy just resigned. That doesn't make any sense. But no, I had no plan to stop watching NWA Powerrr, despite what social media was saying. Even when Cornette was there, I was still going to watch. I wasn't going to pay him any mind, just like I didn't pay any mind to his ridiculous remark that got him in the position where he had to step down. But I was not going to give up on the wrestlers wrestling for that company because I believe in the product that they want to put forth. So I was not going to give up on an entire company just because of Jim Cornette. In fact, I kind of realized that was what he was leading himself into. Jim Cornette was not going to shut up anytime soon. He was leading himself up to saying something stupid to where he'd have to get himself out of that situation. So that was just going to happen. But no, I had no intention of ever stopping watching NWA Powerrr. And now that he's gone, I think I have even better reason to watch, because I want to see how fresh that commentary team is going to be from here on out, which I believe it will be. I do. So yeah, that's what's going on in NWA right now. Social media kind of gave them a battering last night, but in the weeks ahead, leading up to their pay-per-view in December, I think they're going to gain a lot of those fans back and maybe get a few more. So I don't think they're going to have a problem at all without Jim Cornette. Let's see. Other things we got going on. Of course, I said Uncharted Territory going on tomorrow night, live on Thanksgiving night. Now, even though Survivor Series might not have had that same feel as how I had it when I was a kid in the younger days, having live wrestling on Thanksgiving night does mean a lot. I don't know, it just, wrestling in itself feels like like you're coming home to something comforting. And Thanksgiving to me is definitely about comfort, So having wrestling on and having that nice little comfort is a treat. So I'm thankful. Yeah, thankful for Beyond Wrestling giving that to us on Thanksgiving night, and all the talent that's featured on the show coming out on the holiday and working and wrestling. That's huge. And everybody else is having a live show on Thanksgiving night. Yeah, very thankful for those wrestlers and thankful for those promotions. Thankful for those people. Yeah, thankful overall. So everybody enjoy your Thanksgiving tomorrow. I will definitely be back and writing reviews for shows, but enjoy the holiday. Be thankful for having all the creature comforts in your life, whatever they may be, whatever keeps you happy, keeps you going from day to day. It's tough out there. So if you've got something to go to, whether it's wrestling, whether it's something else that, sparks your interest or is just a good hobby for you, good. Enjoy that. Be thankful for that. It's hard to come, into true happiness the way things are today. So when you find that thing that sparks joy, keep it. Absolutely keep it. So yeah, be thankful for that and thankful for being a wrestling fan, even though it's not the easiest at times among other fans. And I mean that whether it's at a live event or on social media. Fans can be, they can be really, they can show you the bad side of humanity. I'll just put it that way, especially on social media, but you also see it sometimes at shows. You'll see those people and you wonder, why the hell are you even here? But you have to be thankful for yourself as a fan, that you're willing to be so dedicated and to realize that wrestling is diverse. Just like anything with a big fan base, you've got the great side of it. And then you've got that side that, just shows their ass and makes a bad name for everybody else. You've got that in wrestling and you've got that in other kind of areas of fan worship or fandoms out there. It happens, to everybody. But, just be thankful for you and your own personal relationship, with wrestling fans. Because there are some good ones out there. I'm thankful for the ones that I've met at shows, on social media. Very thankful for you listening. If you're listening to this show, this little podcast that I've been putting together, definitely thankful for you. I will be sure to update my YouTube with all the past episodes from the past week or so. I haven't done so. I've gotten busy with the holiday coming up, but I will definitely get my YouTube up to date. But right now, just want to make sure everybody enjoys their holiday, because I will definitely be enjoying mine. And I'll touch base with y'all again soon. Bye-bye.